Something that is glamorized a lot in this generation is quitting your day job to start a business, whether that be a content creation business or just a regular type of business, buying and selling, whatever the case may be. But everyone likes to glamorize the idea of quitting your job to start a business. And I'm not going to lie to you, even I did the same thing because I've got a couple of videos on my channel talking about how I wanted to quit my job as a doctor to focus on my content creation career. Now, in the past year, I had the privilege of being able to stay at home for about 10 months, and I thought in the beginning of the year that I would be in a different space than I currently am. And I want to just break down all the things that I think influenced that and why I'm currently where I am. Now, if that sounds like something that you want to watch, then you definitely want to stick around because I've done some deep introspection and major lessons that I've learned from quitting my job as a doctor to focus on being a content creator. Lesson number one, no one is coming to save you. Now, a lot of people think that because they've quit their jobs to focus on this, that, and the third, that they're going to get a lot of support from family and friends, or that the algorithm is somehow going to reward them because they've seen this person or that person do it and become successful. Somehow they can be able to replicate that. And the truth of the matter is that there is no guarantee that 1 year is going to be enough for your career to take off. There is no guarantee that 1 year is all your career needs to be able to take off. At the end of the day, it truly depends on what you are putting into the system and how the system is receiving what you're putting in. Now, I thought that if I had more time, then I would show up more consistently and I would focus more on my career as a content creator. And I'm going to tell you this for free. The fact that you have more time does not increase your productivity. And this is a lesson number two. More time does not increase your productivity. If you haven't made up your mind from the get-go that you want to be productive, you're simply not going to be productive. And the time is going to move by so quickly that you will wake up one day and 6 months have gone by. And then you look back at time and realize that I haven't actually achieved any of the things I thought I would have achieved by now. And that is lesson number three. Time moves so quickly, it doesn't wait for anybody. This minute you have 1 year, the next minute you have 6 months, the minute after that you have 2 weeks. At the end of the day, utilizing every single minute and maximizing it, actually having a structure or a plan for what you intend to achieve is what is going to really set you apart. Because otherwise, it is very easy to just let that time while away. And I think that that was part of the things that affected me. Now, I'm not saying that I wasted my time. I'm not, because I was able to grow my Instagram page. I was able to grow my TikTok page, and I worked with a few brands, But the expectations that I had for myself and for my creator career versus the reality that is what it is at this minute is very different. I thought that in the beginning of my year, my gap year, that I would have achieved so much by now. And these 3 points that I've shared with you, I guess, leads up to the reason why I haven't really achieved as much as I thought I would have. I didn't actively plan and strategize on how I intended to maximize the time that I had. And very easily, 1 month rolled into two and into three and into four. And I didn't actually start taking serious action until month four out of my 1 year period or my 10-month period as it ended up becoming. And obviously that is 4 months that has gone by. Now I tried to be a bit, consistent on YouTube. I tried to up my content strategy. I tried to up my presentation. I tried to improve. I tried to, do better on YouTube. And I also tried my best to post so consistently on Instagram. And I did reap the rewards in the sense that I actually grew by a couple thousand followers on Instagram. And I actually got recognized by a few brands on Instagram. but was it commensurate with what I thought it was going to be? At the end of the day, it has just become this illusion, the illusion of having more time equating to more productivity. At this point of me doing introspection is when I'm realizing that that isn't actually the case. That isn't actually the case. No one is coming to save you, which is point number 4. If you do not actually stand up and decide that this and this is exactly what you want to do, no one is going to save you. The time will pass by, and again, no one is going to save you because everybody is busy doing things that are important to them. No one has time to actually check and see if you are making progress. So the onus is on you to take responsibility for yourself and to actually make the progress that you want to see, to actually put in the work so that you can see the progress, and again, that was something I didn't realize early enough in the journey. I thought that somehow because I had proposed in my mind that I was going to use this period to achieve this and that it would just naturally flow like that. But if you don't put systems in place to actually ensure the efficacy of it flowing the way that you want it to flow, it is not going to flow like that. I'll tell you for free. And at the end of the day, you'll wake up and realize that all the time has gone and you haven't achieved what you thought you were going to achieve. Now, if you're enjoying the video so far, I'd like to ask you to please like, share, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I would definitely love to have you over here. Please give the video a massive thumbs up just so that the algorithm knows that this video is good and it can push it out to more people who would benefit from this type of content. Now, the final lesson that I've learned from my 1-year period is you absolutely have to make it your plan A. If you think that this is a plan B, then it will simply be a plan B. You have to approach it with an all or none mindset. And that was something that I didn't do. I did not approach this with an all or none mindset. And as a result, I did not get all or none rewards. Do you know what I mean? I approached it like I had a job to go back to. And because I did in fact have a job to go back to, and this was a hobby, or you can't approach it as a hobby. You have to approach it as a business that you want it to be. Otherwise, the whole year is going to pass and you're going to reflect and realize that you haven't actually achieved the goals that you set out for yourself. So I guess at the end of the day, what is important is just realizing that the fact that you have more time is not going to make you more consistent, and consistency over everything. Consistency over everything. Consistency over quality. Consistency over numbers. Consistency regardless of how many people are watching. Because all you really need is that one person who's going to see the video, and all it really takes is that one video that's going to do well. So all you want to do is really just bombard the system with as many chances as it takes for you to actually change your life. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.